much since the day Joe Biden got inaugurated, you've been hearing in the media every day that the state of Florida is a COVID hotspot. Virtually every person in the state has died of the coronavirus. But suddenly you're not hearing that anymore. Why is that? Well, because the numbers are too stark to deny. In the last 7 days, Florida has averaged fewer COVID cases per capita than virtually any other state in the United States. It ranks 48th out of 50. Now the governor of the state, Ron DeSantis, has announced a special legislative session to ban COVID-19 related vaccine mandates, not just by the state, but by businesses throughout the state of Florida. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, joins us now. Governor, thanks so much for coming on. So if you would, explain what this would mean and why you're doing it.
Tucker, over more than anything, this is an individual choice. Your livelihood should not be dependent on whether you get a COVID shot, much less in the future if these mandates take hold, whether you get your yearly booster or booster every 6 months or whatever they're going to make you do. This is a personal decision. Number two, what Biden's doing is unconstitutional, and we have a responsibility as a state to fight back against federal overreach. But then number three, this is not good for the economy. This is just bad policy. You have a lot of businesses that actually need people, particularly in healthcare. And what, you're going to give people walking papers in the middle of this? So I think it's bad all around. And I think that, yes, we're going to be doing litigation against the Biden administration, which is important. But we also need to do legislation to provide protections for folks in Florida. And I'll tell you, Tucker, yes, Biden's doing mandates, and I disagree with that. I think we all do. But there are businesses that are doing this on their own, even apart from the mandates. And these are employees of theirs that have been working throughout this whole pandemic.
That's
and
right.
Now they're being told, you get your walking papers. That is not a free choice. You know, Tucker, we had a nurse today at our event. She has already had COVID, and she's pregnant right now. And so she says, I think this is something that I don't want to do. How is that something that you're going to deprive her of a right to make a living based on that very reasonable decision?
So the White House is very focused on you and on your state, and this is the centerpiece of their domestic agenda, vaccine mandates. This is the whole thing. It's what they care about most. So if you openly defy them, I mean, are you expecting them to hit back, try to choke off federal health care money to the state, or do you expect some kind of confrontation with the Biden administration?
Well, I'm sure they're going to do whatever they can. Tucker, over the summer when we had Delta hit, I started a monoclonal antibody program because people were being admitted to the hospital without getting early treatment. So since we put that program in, our daily admissions have gone down about 90%. Well, as we were doing that, Biden tried to cut off the supply to Florida because this was working. And so I imagine they're definitely going to do something to try to hit back. But at the end of the day, do you want to protect people's jobs or do you not? And I'm going to be on the side of protecting people's jobs. And if Joe Biden wants to be on the side of causing people to lose their job, well, then we'll let him do that and we'll fight the good fight.
Yeah, because he knows more about medicine than nurses and doctors. It's like lunacy.